Welcome everyone to Sing for Hope's Open Arts. Happy Tuesday. My name is Patty. I'm hosting today. I'm so excited to be hosting Mostly Modern's trio Riot. I love that. So that was a very clever anagram we came up with. I don't want to say how long before this program, but very very clever name. If anybody's watching in New York City, I'm so happy that Hurricane Henry has moved on. It's sunny outside right now. It feels good after something like 48 hours of rain. So I hope everyone else is experiencing a sunny day today. Before we get started, just a couple things. Open Arts, of course, we're bringing you live music from living rooms all across the U.S. and the world even. So feel free to check out our calendar at singforhope.org/calendar to see all that we have coming up. And of course, don't forget that Open Arts is completely donation-based. So if you want to help us keep the music going, you can visit singforhope.org/donate to learn more. Like I said, I'm happy. I love Tuesdays because it's like this familiar setting. I'm back in Victoria's living room with the New York skyline behind her. It's like a cozy setting that I've grown very used to. And today we have Trio Riot in the form of I wasn't prepared. In the form of Victoria Paterson on violin, Tom Gallagher on piano, and Valeria Shalikova on cello. So welcome, guys. How's everybody doing today?
Great. Hi, Patty. Thank you.
We're so happy to have you.
Well, thank you, everybody watching. You're in for a real treat. These are my favorite musicians, I have to tell you. And today's going to be very romantic and classical and gorgeous. We're going to start off, though, with a very peaceful, calm. We're going to keep on the chill side. This is a piece by Mark Melitz. He's a composer in Chicago area, and my husband's a composer, and they were friends in college days. And these are three pieces that are very mellow, calm, anti-hurricane, very calm. I hope you enjoy them. They are three pieces by Mark Melitz. Thank you. Thank you, Patty.
Beautiful. It's so meditative.
Isn't it?
I felt like such a huge sigh when you said
Yeah.
it. So now, if I understand correctly, that's a piece written in the last.
Probably it's modern. I mean, he wrote it probably 15, 20 years ago. And the next piece we're going to play is by Eric Satie. And I think that's got the same kind of vibe. We're kind of in that mood today. Gymnepédie and Génocide. And these kind of just floating pieces where we're not floating as the musicians, I'm telling you, but the audience should be floating.
The audience is floating. That's right. I am floating, Victoria. Beautiful. I can't wait.
Okay, so here's Gymnepédie, and then we'll play Génocide. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful performance. That is one. There are some melodies in the classical realm that have become so iconic that I feel like even the non-musicians, the people who don't go out of their way to see classical music, recognize those melodies, and that is certainly one of them. We've heard that in movies and shows and all over. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes. Good. So now we're going to go into the deep romantic. We're going to do some Rachmaninoff. Are you ready for this, Patty? Are you ready?
I'm always ready for Rachmaninoff. I wonder, Tom, how far can you stretch your hands out, though?
Not as much as Rachmaninoff.
That's the challenge. Always the challenge.
Right.
Yeah, so this is highly romantic, beautiful piece called Vocalese, and we are going to play this for you. I hope you enjoy Vocalese by Rachmaninoff.
You are showing us why we call it the Romantic period.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank
There's so much emotion in that.
I know. I love Rachmaninoff.
Victoria, I always get to hear you play so many styles, and this is the first time I've met Valeria and Tom, but I know I already see it in your musicality that you also play so many different styles, and I wonder what's your favorite classical period to play, because they're really very different. They take very different musicalities.
What would you say, Valeria? Your favorite?
For me, it's the Baroque because
Really? Okay.
Because it has groove.
It has groove. Okay.
Yeah,
It's groovy.
That's a great way to put it. It does, though. You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
You should be a drummer with every vowel.
There's so many more subdivisions than you'll find in Romantic. Yeah, that's
How are
interesting.
you, Tom?
Rachmaninoff is kind of the heart of what I like. The great mermaid.
Spoken like a true pianist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. I mean,
It's hard to beat that. Yeah, but I also like Prokofiev and Ravel and some of the 20th century guys.
and I don't really have a favorite, Patty, as you can see in my life. I play
You
every
live for the
style.
variety. You live for the variety.
I live for it. That's why we live in New York, you know. So
I knew that the minute I saw you take a Billie Jean request.
Oh
yeah.
Really?
yes. Okay, so the next song we're going to keep in the Romantic period. This is Camille Saint-Saëns, and Valeria is just going to have a big showcase. It's called The Swan, and this is just something. All of these songs I don't get tired of, and I hope you audience will absolutely love it, whether you're hearing The Swan for the very first time or it's a memory from childhood. This is called The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns, and Valeria, move over, Yo-Yo Ma.
Okay.
Here she comes. Here we go.
Beautiful. I wanted to share with you. You might be able to see on the screen there. I wanted to share with you what Edgar wrote to you. That he's enjoying. He's so thankful that you're sharing this wonderful music with us.
Oh, great. Thank you, Edgar. Thank you for listening. We are just as happy as you are to be playing this music. I can't tell you. So it's such a mutual, Sing for Hope is such a mutual love fest, really, because they're healing musicians, they're healing people getting vaccinations, hospitals, people, we're playing out in the streets. So it's such a great thing to be out and to play music, because I really kind of believe that music is so healing. I mean, how could you not feel fantastic after hearing the Swan, right?
Victoria, I can't. You put it so well right at the beginning about the audience floating. That is really what it feels like, especially every time you hear a cello with that vibrato in the upper register. I feel like I lift with it.
Oh my God, I love the cello. I should have been a cellist. I live for that sound. So here we are going to stay in the Romantic period. We're going to play a piece by Carl Bohm. It's called Still as the Night. There it is.
Beautiful.
Good. So these are all just gorgeous stuff. This is called At Dawning. It's by Charles Wakefield Cadman. And we just, a lot of featuring on the cello today. I don't know. I'm in a cello state of mind. So she gets.
How could you not feature Valeria?
I know. I mean, I love Baroque music too, but sometimes you don't get the melody that much. You know, that's the one thing. You're the rhythm section.
Yep.
So the Romantic era is nice because we all actually get to have a lot of fun. This is called At Dawning by Charles Wakefield Cadman. 2, 3.
Stunning. I have a question for you. I was thinking about this. All the music that you're bringing us today is so expertly adapted to a trio, but I'm wondering if it started that way.
So that's a great question, because some of the Eric Satie was a piano solo. I'm quite sure it was just a piano solo. And so Valeria and I just jumped in on that. We just jumped in on that party. And
That's incredible, though.
Yeah.
So are you following the piano part? You're looking at the piano music. Wow.
yeah.
And
So-
you're finding, so your eyes are scanning all of these notes and finding a line to follow.
Yeah, pick a line.
That's incredible.
So that one, but then some of these are original for the instruments. The vocalese, actually, Tom was just saying, it's actually for singer, right? Vocalese. So it's for soprano. And so we're doing a lot of vocal music. You know that, Patty, with Sing for Hope. Are you kidding? I almost do an aria every time. We always have to throw in some singing, opera. So that vocalese is actually for soprano. And actually, the next piece we're going to do, this may be our last. Let's see how long it goes. But this is a Claude Debussy, French. We're in a French kind of style today. This is Claude Debussy. It's called Romance. And this is also a soprano aria that we arranged. And I know this because actually at the Javits Center, we were playing this and somebody came up in tears like, oh my God, I sang this and I can't believe you're doing this Debussy while I'm getting the shot. You know, she was absolutely overwhelmed.
That's right. For any of our...
My life, she was so happy. I mean, that happened almost every day. Someone would come up and say, oh my gosh, you did the Swan at the exact time. That's my favorite piece. You know, I mean, it was uncanny how we were making people so happy and kind of a surprise. They weren't expecting to hear the Swan while they're getting the shot. That's not exactly what they were.
Victoria, just to fill in the gap for our audience watching. That's right. Yeah. So mostly modern and your plethora of incredible performers were coming to the Javits Center that lasted for about 5 months, I want to say, or 4 or 5 months while vaccinations were going on. And so you were playing everything from the Swan to For the Longest Time to Hello Dolly. There were 10,000 people walking past you every day.
Yeah. It was so powerful, and now I expect that kind of audience, Patty.
I know.
10,000 people.
We have the power of the internet at our hands, so
yeah. Well,
right
that's
around
the
the
great
corner.
thing, and this is really an intimate piece. This is. I mean, it's really not meant for a stadium, 10,000 people. So we're going to play this Romance by Claude Debussy. Thank you.
Absolutely stunning. Trio Riot, everybody. Thank you so much to all three of you for spending the afternoon with us and sharing your immense talent with us.
Thank you, Patty.
It was so wonderful to hear all this music.
This is so fun. Thank you.
Victoria, can you take just a moment and tell us a little bit about Mostly Modern?
Okay, so Mostly Modern is my nonprofit, which I started 16 years ago, but I don't look it. But anyway, it's been around for 16 years, and my husband's a composer, beautiful composer. Kind of started in a very simple way. I just did a violin piano recital in the city. And then you start to learn, it would be really helpful if you got a nonprofit status, if you want to do concerts like that. So we did. And it's grown over the years. We do modern music, but then we also do the Mostly Modern Pops, where we're playing Billie Jean and Sting and popular music. We also do Broadway. But it's a great thing, and especially in this pandemic, we've been able to play at hospitals and vaccination centers and do these kinds of things, playing out in the city. So it's been around. Mostly Modern's been around for a long time, and now we're collaborating with Sing for Hope, and it's just great. We just got a New York State Council for the Arts grant. We got a National Endowment for the Arts grant. So I feel like, in a strange way, this is very strange to say, but we're growing in the pandemic. Maybe we had so much time on our hands to write grants.
There you go. And I think we all took, and we all, you know what, we found that we all took to this the virtual programming world, and in a, like you say, in a weird way, we're actually able to reach such a wider audience than we ever maybe tried to reach before.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Well, and so Sing for Hope, of course, we love Mostly Modern because you're bringing us these fantastic musicians like Valeria and Tom every Tuesday. So be sure to tune back in and find more concerts from Mostly Modern. In the meantime, I encourage everyone to visit singforhope.org/calendar and see all the great things we have coming up. At 4:00 we have Leandra Ram bringing us some pop tunes. We're calling it Female Empowerment Pop. So come back at 4:00 for that. And of course, if you'd like to help us keep the music going, you can visit singforhope.org/donate to learn more. And as always, Sing for Hope extends a special thank you to Unitex, who is a founding sponsor of Open Arts, for making this program possible. Unitex Healthcare Laundry Services is the largest family-owned and operated healthcare linen and uniform rental company in the country and has been serving the Northeast region for 100 years. So we're very grateful for their generous support. So Victoria, Tom, Valeria, thank you guys so much for joining us. I can't wait to have you all back.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, I hope to see everyone in a program soon. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.